că în seara asta știu, cred că pe aproape toată lumea. Este un semn bun de pe Facebook. Da, ăsta e un semn bun pentru noi, având în vedere că ne aniversăm un an de zile și față de anul trecut în iulie, când am avut lansarea oficială, eu aș spune că să cunosc pe toată lumea care e prezentă aici în seara asta a fost un drum lung, doar începutul lui, ușor anevoios totodată, dar a meritat din plin. O să vă cer permisiunea să vorbesc, dacă e confortabil cu toată lumea, în engleză, că avem și musafiri printre noi, vorbitori de CNN and BBC and yeah.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network, of course. Yeah. Initially, I didn't want to speak tonight because I thought, you know, I spoke last year, so maybe after 1 year someone else could take the role. But of course, that my lovely colleagues Oana and Vlad, whom you know, Dani as well, were enough. I mean, Vlad and Oana in the first place, because I was thinking that, you know, they might get the hot spot. They decided that actually we need to keep the tradition. So here you are, stuck with your guest.
That's a very good way of putting it.
Yeah, we need to have some continuity, you know, after 1 year. There are 3 things that I just want to quickly mention before the promised champagne. One is what was, in short, the journey that we've been through this year. The second thing is what's up with us right now. How is the mood? How is the team? What are we doing? And the third thing is a bit about the future and what we feel really helped us this year to, you know, look so confident towards the future. As you know, last year we started with the ambition of connecting some worlds that were not really connected. Corporate world, with the startups world, with the NGO world. All these people that, despite coming from completely different backgrounds and with completely different personal stories at times, shared the same intention of having an impact, of innovating in terms of social impact, of doing something that would, you know, make things better and different. We still hold that vision. The good thing is that we also did something about it during this year. What we're really happy to say is that all of you have been with us through more than 40 events that we had in the community business line. That was the first thing we started last year. We right now have 200 members that are already on our website on Ropot, that are close to us and participating in events and supporting us and giving feedback, being our guests, being our contributors. It was really wonderful to know that, and that's Dani's domain especially, we had something like 12,000 people that came and visited the Ropot website. It was awesome to see that there are lots of people that I get in touch with, or we get in touch with, and they say, Ropot, yeah, but we already know about you. And we're really grateful for all that. That was the thing that we started with. There were some other things that were just in our imagination last year in July. One of them being, except for the events, to have a space in which the people could gather, work, do projects together, start building the core of the community and building the core of like cross cooperations. And yeah, starting with January, we moved in here. Basically, and I think most of you know, the space here, the Hubix, is yes, part of a dream came true. Not the entire dream came true, because as most of you know, this is a prototype for a bigger space, a more accommodating and more complex space that we're preparing. We feel that if we manage to be here today after 1 year, definitely the second year anniversary can be in a different place. Habits member smiling, yes. Extra space teacher. And yeah, with that I'm really happy to also introduce Hinnerk in the picture, who is actually one of the founders of the hub in Vienna, and is also part of the Hub Global Network, which basically is the network that we're in process of becoming a part of, and then that comes with the space and everything. And yeah, Hinnerk is a very dear friend of ours that is also giving us confidence that, you know, this can be done, it will happen. And the third thing that we were dreaming about last year, and it started happening, was that in order to increase our capacity to work with different NGOs, to work with different social startups, to do the different events, it's important to have people and entities from the corporate side besides us. And we started a couple of really interesting projects. Right now with 2 companies, starting with Spring. And we're really happy to say that we can be involved in putting together the corporate world with some really cool socially innovative initiatives in building meaningful projects that will be also self-sustainable in, you know, quite a short while. And we also, some of you know, prototyped, and we're close to delivering another type of a project which we call Field Challenge, which is involving people from business organizations in creating an impact in local communities, that we did with Park Foundation, and Lisa is there, thank you. And with some of our friends in London, which are in consultancy and support us. Also, in our quest to bridge the gaps between corporate world and social impact and local communities. So, quite busy. Present, I would say that the most important thing about the present is that we're happy to have you here, is that we're happy to be a small but really energetic team. And as I mentioned right now, who you have in front of you is I, and Juana, and Vlad. Dani as well, who's working with us on everything that has to do with online magic. And also some of you met Maria, who I don't know where she is right now, who is the newest member of our team as our summer intern. And it took us guts to decide to have an intern over the summer that is so willing to know a lot about these things, but I think Maria is indulgent enough to bear with us, and yeah. Thank you for being here. Yeah, except for that, what we're really grateful for is a really cool team of hosts, people who are delivering events, who are facilitating a lot of the workshops that we're doing, programs, projects that we're doing. And those of you who are in that category know yourself, we wouldn't have had the guts to come this far if it weren't for you. And there are lots of projects that still are so much about the partnership with you in order to become reality. And last but not least, the joy of the present moment is that if we speak about this space, the Habits, we have 15 people, except for us, the ropot team, believe it or not, working in this space at this very moment. Yes. And
not exactly at this very moment.
I just want to say one thing. There are lots of people who keep asking us, how is it possible to get people from like different entities, startups, freelancers, NGOs, being in the same, you know, open space, working together and not going mad, but, you know, actually paying for that and being happy about it.
We know better.
And yeah, for any of you that still have this question, talk to these people first, and second, come join us at a certain point in time. will tax you double for a visit, and really see it for yourself. I think it's a wonderful atmosphere that I can't describe in words, and I think the level to which the people here start working with each other and the way in which PowerPoint feedbacks, IT issues, whatever gets solved in a couple of minutes is something that I have not seen so far in a normal open space. This is not a normal open space. So thank you guys for being here with us. The last point, yes, which is the future, is, I would say that except for getting more and more closer to the hub network, which I already mentioned before, which is a wonderful and exciting opportunity, lots of work as well. We'll let you know when we need support for painting, moving furniture, and lots of other building construction activities. There are several projects that we're developing right now. For those of you that have known Solution, our conference last year, there is, we call it not necessarily an upgraded version, but we said a version of it that suits to the moment in which we are, meaning an equivalent conference that will happen in October that focuses on social innovation and that focuses on projects that are already in implementation phase and bringing inspiration throughout from the entire CEE region, and like really cool people, because we believe there's so much potential and it only takes a spark to, you know, make it reality. So that's coming in October, and I'm also happy, and I would like to introduce Peter and Nikki, whom I don't see right now. Yeah, behind the book, thank you. Who are also our guests from Vienna and working on a incubating process for social startups and social innovation, which I won't tell you more about right now, but we're having lots of interesting discussions with lots of cool people about doing some nice projects in the future also for Romania, but that concern the CEE region as well. So to end this, yeah, and stop the pain, there is one thing that I read in a book about communities, which was referring to entrepreneurship, which was saying that each entity actually in the first year of life, most of them survive and get to thrive further if there is a strong community of family, friends, and personal connections that in most cases those are the first and foremost supporters of any startup. What I just wanted to say for all of you that are here tonight and lots of other people that are beside us and didn't make it, is that you are those people that made this year happen for us. And maybe we were not that friends last year this time, but for sure we became friends. And we feel that it's a strong personal connection and a strong personal network that took us to where we are after our first year. And we are grateful for that, and we acknowledge that that's one of the big reasons why we are where we are. And now I'm all emotion, so we will close here. I just want to thank you so much. On the other hand, they say that if you survive after the first 3 years, not 1 year, then you really made it. So we're looking forward to seeing you next year and 2 years from now and so on and so forth. And thank you again for being here. And logistically speaking, we invite you to toast a glass of champagne with us, which is coming through some glasses with some glasses that blood, is that coming like from that direction towards us? No, it's from way above. Yes, so focus on Vlad, who knows all the logistics about how we get a glass of champagne in our hands.
We can also focus on a round of applause now for lecture.
I really wish you a pleasant evening further with the chats and stories.